Good time zone, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to the Inner Sphere, where we don't have Gundams, but there's enough gun on these mechs to make you say damn. This is episode 8 of the RogueTech Let's Play, and we are going to be picking it right back up. We are in transit, moving to another location, and we should be, finishing up all of our works in progress, as well as improved power conduits and getting some mech repairs done as we travel. Or at least we're supposed to be traveling. Find it a little bit odd that we're not. Let's check that out. We could work our way back to Magistracy of Canopus space, over here in Bethonolog. I don't really think that's going to be a good idea, though. What we could also do, based on what we need to check out... I don't know. I do not know. The Oregon Coalition is over here. Probably wanting to resist the Capellan Confederation. We could work our way inwards toward Terra. But we would be in the, I believe... Yeah, the Free Rasselhague Republic would be all the way up here toward clan space. And, get the Hanseatic League, also known as the Scorpion Empire in later years. Nueva Castile, also part of the Scorpion Empire. Clans are up here doing their own crap. We're not going to mess with that, really. So I think we will stick to where we are currently. And our best bet may actually be to... No, we're not going to mess with the Taurian Concordat either. Yeah, I think we need to push inward through Merrick's... No, we can't push inward through Merrick's space. We need to push in and probably make nice with Merrick and fight House Liao. So, we'll set a course for that and keep moving. I do see that the Word of Blake is attacking House Liao as well, but we're not really going to mess with that. The Blakist Jihad does not appear to have happened yet. We did upgrade the power conduits on the Argo, though, and we do have a little more money. So let's go ahead and make another upgrade here. We could have high-capacity power conduits, but I don't know that that's going to help us with anything right now. The next thing we probably want to do is... We'll set up the upgraded lounge. We need to improve our morale, and then after that we're going to start working on mech bays so that we can get repairs going a little faster. So we should be moving into another system from here.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
We're going to have to drop into a mission pretty much right away. It's not going to be great, but worse things have happened. Yeah, we've got a financial report in 30 days. We're not fully in the system yet. but there is a Solaris Championship. Let's see, looks like Darius stops by your quarters to recite an invitation. On behalf of our barracks denizens, I'm formally charged with requesting your attendance at an assembly of the mech warriors in the lounge this evening. Libations will be consumed alongside a screening of the recent Solaris Championships. In a less official tone, Darius adds, Ruthless managed to pick up an official holovid somehow. I expect that our mech warriors are going to watch the fight and get very, very drunk. Hell yeah, let's do it. When you arrive in the lounge that evening, the mech warriors cheer, Ruthless starts the holovid, Kickstart passes around refreshments. The fight is exciting, although one-sided. The main question is how Grey Norton will pull off a victory rather than if he will. For a couple hours, you're able to set aside the burden of command and just be a mech warrior among mech warriors. Yay! And we increased morale to normal, which is going to be huge for this mission that we're about to drop into. This was an excellent thing to have hit with 28 days till the financial report. 29 days, excuse me. Especially seeing as we really needed the morale boost for whatever job we're going to take. System is currently controlled by Merrick. Liao is going to attack it soon. Can we take the contract from House Merrick to defend the system? Because I would rather piss off the Capellan Confederation than the Free Worlds League. Because the Free Worlds League are going to be tight with the Word of Blake. Do we have anything else that's cool? Any duels we can fight? Because I would support a duel. A duel would actually be super easy for us to just win real quick and then get right back into the priority missions. But it doesn't look like we have any. So we're going to take this mission on behalf of House Merrick and the Free Worlds League. Depending on what happens, we should be able to win this fight pretty easily. Looks like... Oof. Looks like in one day we're going to have work to do. So let's check out the barracks. Make sure all of our mech warriors are as leveled up as they're going to get. Looks like Bugs is. Fester
What do you want?
Ironhead can get another rank of piloting.
Confirmed, Commander.
Kickstart can get quite a bit. We're definitely going to get Kickstart at the very least to Guts 4 before we keep going forward. Let's see. Leadfoot is going to be super useful because Kickstart is entirely a vehicle pilot. And then after that, we can probably start working our way towards... No, that's all we can get. We can only get Leadfoot before we get Sensor Lock on Kickstart. So, we'll do that.
Training complete.
Let's look at Ransor. And we will get him up to 4s across the board. Ruthless, we can get to... Ruthless, what are your affinities? What have you piloted? Your affinities have all dropped to 0, so I have no idea how many missions you've dropped in on. 1. So really, it doesn't matter what I give him.
Commander.
I'll just focus on getting him to 4s across the board, like usual. I like to have well-rounded teams. So, Chotel, on the other hand, I believe we have had her mostly drop in the Eagle. So I really want to focus on piloting and guts for her, so she can resist injuries because she is a light mech pilot. That's kind of a big deal. That said, let me make sure that in the mech bay, I've done everything there is to do.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
I know it sounds a little bit excessive, but if we're going to be doing another series of planetary raids, I would like to make sure that my mechs are ship shape. Do we have any spare tonnage on this bad boy? I don't think we do. I know we don't have any spare tonnage on the Javelin. The Hunchback has too much spare tonnage and not enough slots, if I remember correctly. But we're going to take a look. We'll see what we can bolt in here, pun intended. Alright. Yeah, we don't have enough slots. There's nothing we would be able to do unless we somehow manage to drop something. I mean, if we drop the heatsink, we have plenty of slots in the left arm, but then we're below the mandatory number of heatsinks. We drop one of these medium lasers, we've got nothing. There's not really anything, I think, that can be done about this. The only thing I could think of would be upgrading the autocannon, to be completely honest. But even that's not really going to help. Yeah, there's nothing that we can do on that. Love it. Alright. And wait, is it max armor already? I forget if the Hunchback is maxed armor. It is. Yep. Okay. Yeah, there's not much we're gonna be able to do until the Chameleon is fully refit, and even then, it's a Chameleon. It's not an ideal mech. This thing is kitted out with a heatsink kit, an engine with double heatsinks, so we can mount more double heatsinks in it, which would fix the heat management problems. We still have a lot more stuff we gotta do to this to make it worthwhile, though. So let's see what we can do. I mean, there's nothing on this but a PPC. It's just a PPC sniper. So let's convert it to endo steel. It's gonna free up 2.5 tons. It's already got a heatsink kit. It's got 6 jump jets, so it's going to be agile. But at this point, it's basically a 50-ton Panther. All it's got is a PPC. What can I put in here that's going to take up 2.5 tons of space? I mean, I do have a missile hardpoint. But that's 10 tons for an MRM-30. 7 tons for an LRM-15. 2 tons for an SRM-4, but that would only leave me half a ton of ammo. And it really wouldn't mesh with a particle projector cannon. I'm not really sure what I can do with this. I don't have ferrofibrous on here. No, I do not have ferrofibrous. I don't have an XL engine either. I don't like that. Alright, whatever. We'll bolt the endo steel in there and let that go.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
There's not much else we're going to be able to do with it. Vehicles, the only thing I can really think of to do with the vehicles is some work on this Hunter. And that's primarily because... No, tonnage is right. It's the machine guns that I was worried about. Because we've got an LRM-15, 3 types of LRM ammo. Let me just double check something here. How many shots are in it? 120 per ton. 120 per ton, so that's 15. 120 divided by 15, that's 8 shots per ton of ammo. It's a lot of math. Alright, we'll take that out. Do we have any... Do we have machine gun ammo, for that matter? We do have machine gun ammo. And we've got incendiary machine... No, I'm going to mount that on a mech. I'm going to mount the armor-piercing machine gun ammo on that.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Going to switch my tasks around so that the hunter is ready before the chameleon is. That way, in one day, when the mission hits, we can deploy the hunter. Free Worlds League has a mission for Birds of Prey. I've never even heard of this. Let's fucking do it. Oh, it's defend base. Alright, so for this one, I think we're going to take the money. Yeah, the money is probably going to be more valuable to us than anything else. It's lowlands, so we can expect hills, maybe a little bit of water. No janky shit unless there's weather. And being a defend base mission, we're basically just going to be holding out. It's up to us whether we're going to have a reinforcement lance or not. But we're going to get some time to build reputation with the Free Worlds League. Alright, absolute excellence. Let's see here. We're going to move Kickstart over here with the Chasseur. We're going to move Bugs over here with the Venator. And we're going to deploy a few mechs as well. We're going to get the Javelin in here. Shorty is our designated Javelin pilot, I do believe. Don't quote me on that. Why can I not see his affinities? Yeah. He's the Javelin pilot. Okay. We're definitely taking Ransor. We know that much. But we'll take Ironhead in the Huron Warrior. We've got Shorty in the Javelin. We could take Shotel in the Eagle. Or we can double up on some vehicle. Oh, we've got enough... Oh, no, that's only for battle armor. We can't take more vehicles. So we've got a choice. Do we field a mech? Or do we want to field our new hunter? Or do we want to field a... No, we want to field the light rocket carrier. And we're going to put Ransor in it. Because this thing just chews people up. So we're going to do our typical thing. Combined arms lance it up. Is the VTOL going to be that useful at defending the base, though? I don't think it is. I don't think the VTOL is going to be useful. I want to field the hunter. Now, I may live to regret that, but let's do it. See you on the battlefield. It looks like our base is down below us over here. This is where the enemy lance is. Apparently spies come in mechs these days, yeah. Alright, so it's just a defensive mission. And we have a friendly lance. Excellent. And we have VTOLs. Okay. Ah, I see. There's a returning patrol, and when the returning patrol comes back, I think we'll have extra friendlies. So, hold out on this. Get our mechs and vehicles deployed because we're doing some combined arms goodness like always. The Huron Warrior right here is actually in a perfect position because it's got high ground and it can just use the Gauss rifle for breaching shot basically on cooldown, like every turn. Looks like there are 4 Capellan Confederation mechs over there. Actually, one of those might be a vehicle. Take a look here. We have a Wolverine, a Bradford M2A2 IFV, and it's completely underwater. And a Rocket Technical, also underwater. I mean, I guess we can abstract that because I don't think you can fully, like, waterproof the hull of a truck. And the IFV, I suppose, could have a pressurized hull, but typically a ground vehicle going underwater like that, at least to my understanding of the tabletop rules, would absolutely get screwed up by hanging out underwater.
Receiving you.
So let's get Shorty into position here, especially since we're going to be conducting some anti-vehicle operations. We'll brace him up. Neutral turn. I believe that's going to be the VTOLs returning to the escort point.
Ready to rock.
And let me make sure that we don't have any spawn protection. Nope, spawn protection is going to be in place until the end of this round. Unfortunate. But let's get a shot over here. Excellent. Race up. The instant spawn protection drops, we're going to have to do some wild shit. Wait, is that what we need to be escorting? We need to be protecting the, those little vehicles? Oh, that's even worse. But they'll reach the escort zone before spawn protection gets lifted. So there's that. Alright, the IFV's out of the water.
Yeah.
So let's get Bugs in the Hunter.
Confirm.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to shoot. Otherwise, putting a a minefield down would be our best course of action here. Which sucks, but what can you do?
Waiting for orders.
I'm going to move Ransor over here because we're going to need to get him in position to dump all those rockets. And
Orders.
in the Huron Warrior. I'm going to put you right up on the edge right there. We'll call it the Edge of Glory, but Lady Gaga is nowhere in sight. Brace up. That rocket technical is just going to zoom around underwater, proving that the Toyota Hilux is, in fact, the peak of all vehicles.
What is it already?
Still in use in the 3050s. Alright, and that Shah is going to just move up there. One of those neutral VTOLs is going to do neutral VTOL things. Ooh, and it's covered in LRMs. A sprint VTOL with a tag. And now I believe the only unit left is the Wolverine. Spawn protection removed.
Standing by.
Let's friggin' go.
Moving to position.
16.9, 29.8, and 27. We're gonna aim at the Bradford here. And we're going to... No, we're gonna follow our standard procedure of acid first and then tandems. And we're gonna see if it works. Because if we can take out any of the structure on this vehicle, we've won. Like, gun off the field. So let's go. Let's do it. Yikes. A little bit of stuttering, but looks like we hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We hit 5 out of 12, 5 out of 14, really, SRMs. Let's see what these allied units are doing. Looks like the Shah is going to get into the escort zone, which makes the VTOLs friendly. I like that. Let's keep checking that out. Having 3 friendly VTOLs on the field could actually be useful, and one of them has a tag, so can't knock that. I do see there's an ECM circle somewhere over here, though, and I want to deal with that. Let's see what we're dealing with. The trooper's gonna probably... Yeah, it's going to try to flank up this side. I don't think it's going to get anything done on account of the fact that this is about to happen to it. Yeah, we'll fire the Rocket Pack 20, the MRM 20. Pew pew. And Ransor just racks up another kill immediately. I love it. Oh, we have a UAV on the field, I guess. Or something. I don't know. But we've also got Kickstart and Ironhead ready to rock and roll. I think I am going to use the reaching shot on the Wolverine just to try and take something out immediately. That's a miss.
Damage. Yup.
I believe the phrase I want to use here is not my finest hour. But that's okay because we've got Chasseur, who's going to follow this up with doing something stupid.
Now let's see how you handle this.
So 4 out of 6 machine gun shots and the AC-10 connects. So overall, that's like... Well, it's better than 75% accuracy, I think. Not bad, all things considered. Yes. So let's get the Hunchback into position over here. And we really want to get these guys off the field because reinforcements will spawn in pretty soon. Caseless, standard, and incendiary. I'm not going to shoot incendiaries because the Wolverine is standing in water and it's also not likely to generate very much heat. So instead, I'm just going to shoot.
Guns on target.
3 out of 4 hit. Pilot unsettled. Not bad. We took a chunk out of the armor. Can't knock it. And now the Bradford's gonna act. Hope it doesn't have any infantry in it. No, it has a chemical laser and some kind of screw you buddy rocket. What even was that? Some kind of missile. Thunderbolt 15, maybe?
Standing by.
That doesn't feel good, though. As a matter of fact, I would argue that that feels real frickin' bad.
Move order received.
Yeah, I do not want Thunder Eyes. I'm gonna fire the Dead Fires because they are a little bit better. Yeah, let's do it.
Target confirmed.
Not enough to punch through the structure. But it's okay, because I think that thing's gonna be dead next turn. Oh, we do have a UAV! How neat. And the UAV can shoot! We have a Predator drone! I love it.
Ready for orders. Position confirmed.
Straight up bringing in Call of Duty kill streaks over here. I think we're gonna stick with Acid in tandem for now. Actually, no, we're not gonna stick with Acid in tandem. We're gonna go with Acid in standard because our tandems we need to conserve. Okay, we've exposed structure, unsettled the pilot, panicked the pilot, gotten panic level to critical, and yet he hasn't punched. So the Wolverine is going to act. I believe it's packing an AC-10. Didn't manage to accomplish anything with said AC-10, which puts it back on us. We're actually going to stay stationary on this one. And I think our plan... I think our plan might be to, no, because that's a rear armor shot. I don't really think we're gonna do anything by shooting the rear armor on that. We're not likely to get a through armor crit or anything else. I think we need to maintain fire on the Wolverine, actually.
Engage target.
Well, we hit with 2 machine gun rounds, which has to count for something. We'll move bugs up. Keep those LRM-15s firing, especially since we know this pilot is panicked and we have a side armor shot. Should go right through the side armor.
Engaging target.
Exactly what I planned.
Hostile eliminated.
That puts it on Fester.
Yes. In motion, Commander.
And as far as I'm concerned, that rocket technical is now too close to... It's too close for comfort. I need to get it off the field, but I don't have a good enough firing chance to make that happen. So I'm gonna have to maintain fire on the Wolverine. Also because, it's an AC-5. I don't want that AC-5 coming anywhere near my mechs. But at the same time, it is a smaller threat. I don't know.
Guns on target.
I'm gonna go for it. We'll see what happens. $12, yeah, that's the rocket technical. It's not great. Hopefully those were one-shot rockets, but if they're not,
Good to
we're
go.
gonna have all kinds of problems. We do not have the ability to hit the rocket techie from here. We had line of sight from where we were. Alright, let's brace. See if the friendly VTOLs are going to do anything. Or the friendly vehicles, for that matter.
Commander.
Okay, let's get Ransor in there. It looks like he has an unobstructed line of sight. Does. So let's use one of those heavy RL-10s. See what we get out of it.
Solid connection on that one.
Alright, the autocannon's down. That means that thing has nothing but melee and a medium laser. Let's see if the VTOL's gonna do anything about it. Doesn't look like it. But that Venator with LRMs, that might do something. Yes! Yes! Perfect. Alright, Rocket Techie's off the board. The instant that Wolverine is down, we're probably going to see some reinforcements show up.
Commander. On my way.
Do we have range on the minigun? Can we fire it? We have a chance it'll hit. But we might as well.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Alright, so we've taken away the stability. We've stressed the pilot. We've destroyed the AC-5. I'm not sure what's left to do. Short of, I guess, throwing ourselves a pizza party. I mean, now that he's no longer evasive, we have way better chance to hit. I'm actually going to turn off the Rocket Pack 20 because I only have 3 shots left with it.
Locked on.
We'll just stick to the MRMs. Panic level critical, we might get ourselves a Wolverine. If we can convince him to punch.
What are your orders, Skipper? You got it.
I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm hoping it does. Machine gun's jammed, so we're relying on the AC-10. That really looked like a head hit. I kind of want to see if it was a head hit. Oh, it wasn't. It was right torso. Or left torso.
What do you want?
If that had been a head hit, I would have, like, died. Because that would have destroyed the cockpit and everything else. I'm actually going to try and conserve ammunition and stick to energy weapons until the reinforcements show up. And I really want to try and take this Wolverine alive.
Guns on target.
Ah, we lost the arm.
Tripled them, Commander.
But he's still panicked, and his panic level should still be critical. So, every hit he takes, I believe he has to make a check to see if he's going to punch. Head hit, pilot injured. Oh man, here it goes. I support this. I'm going to turn off the LRM-15s for the same reason. I'm conserving ammo. I'm going to crank the rate of fire up to maximum on all of these, because we'll have 24, 25 shots total, and hopefully we do something.
Nice. Got past his armor.
Alright, we took out the leg. He's panicked. He's knocked down. He punched. No, he died. Okay, so we got ourselves a Wolverine. Let's reserve.
Picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Yep, here they come. I mean, we should have known there was no chance we were getting out of this without reinforcements, so let's let the UAV scout them out. It's a lot of question marks. Not a big fan of question marks. Oh my god, that's a lot of reinforcements. What am I looking at? Nighthawk Mark 22 battle armor? Pack Rat. Firebee. Never even heard of that mech. Herbie. That's going to be a problem. Striker. Significantly less of a problem. Just keep zipping around the map. I want to see where the rest of these guys are. I can't see where the rest of the enemies are deployed. That's probably bad. But I just saw the Nighthawks moving. Okay, well the UAV has line of sight on everything over here, so I'll work with that.
Standing by.
We'll stay mobile. I want to prioritize that Herbie because I don't know if it's the variant that has an AC-20 or not. See if I can identify the Firebee has a lot of missiles. That's a missile boat. Striker's got an LRM-15. Herbie, 1 ballistic, 2 energy. Might be an AC-10 variant. Alright, I'm gonna brace up. See if any of our VTOLs can do anything. I would hope that they can, but, you know. Let's see what we got. A mongoose. I know what those are. Yep, there's the Herbie. It looks like the AC-10 Herbie.
What do you want?
It looks like all of our hostiles are on this side of the map. Am I understanding that correctly? Or am I dumb? I might be dumb. I haven't figured it out yet. So the jury is still out on whether or not I am dumb. However, if I move up here, I retain the benefit of being in the woods.
In motion,
I get cover,
Commander.
I get guarded, I get entrenched. Which is an ideal firing position. Why are the hit chances so low? Are they in spawn protection? God, I hope not. Brace up, we got to establish a firing line. I really need to know where those Nighthawks and that mongoose are. Oh no. That is a lot of shots. Thankfully none of them hit. Alright, let's get Kickstart moving in the Chasseur.
I got you.
Our combined arms lance might not pay off here. We have a 12.5% chance to hit the fire bee and a 29.8 chance to hit that Irby. Alright. We are autocannon sniping.
Affirmative.
Ah, so close. And yet so far.
That didn't hit.
Let's see if our VTOLs can do anything. I'm really hoping they can. Oh, it's our tiny boy. Our vehicle. Alright, what am I looking at? Probably the fire bee at this point. Looks like those lasers did not connect with our light rocket carrier, thankfully.
Standing by.
Which is good, on account of the fact that,
Location confirmed.
we're gonna take a pretty serious risk here. What do we have the better chance on? The pack rat? I'm gonna open up with the AoE rockets and the rocket pack 20, just to try to get this off the field. And the AoE rockets should allow me to hit the fire bee as well. Assuming this works as intended.
Firing on target. Let's hit him hard. Hostile removed.
Well,
SRMs
it's dead.
are out.
Did the fire bee take any? The fire bee took a little bit of damage from that. We punched it just a little tiny bit. Yeah, it looks like it took a little tiny bit of damage from the AoEs. Oh, here they are. Here's that battle armor. That's what that hunter needs to deal with, because those machine guns are going to be ideal for it. Oh god, it's a bunch of SRM2s. I'm going to wildly speculate that those are Inferno SRMs, because it's got the name Fire. And that's a large laser. 40 damage. And a fire starter. They're really into fire, yes. Very Beavis and Butthead vibes. Where the hell are these Nighthawks? Alright, they're all the way down there. At least I figured that out. See if that Venator pilot can do anything for us. I'm hoping he can take out that Striker, but I don't have a lot of faith in it. I don't want to have to retask my forces to deal with the battle armor problem down there, but I have a feeling I'm going to need to. Because I got to get some of these off the field.
Good to go.
Alright. What am I looking at? Mongoose. Firestarter. The Nighthawks are somewhere down there too. I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. Yep, we're gonna do something silly. We're going to start planting a minefield. Anything I can do to prevent those guys from actually getting to...
Lucky that one.
Where are my mines? I planted Thunder Eyes, did I not?
Ready for orders.
Watch, I'm gonna go back and look at the tape later and determine that I in fact shot all my dead fires into the ground. And then I'm gonna call myself a bunch of unpleasant names. I don't have a good shot on the Irby, which makes me upset. But I will take the shot from the Gauss. I don't think it has breaching, or I don't think it has entrenched, but I know it has cover.
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the large laser's gone. We accomplished something.
Receiving you.
Now the question becomes, do we obliterate the Fire Bee or the Urbie? Fire Bee first, I think. Our enemies aren't thinking enough to bring AMSs, and that makes me really happy.
Mess them up good.
So we've taken out a side torso, broken the guy's ribs, we triggered his consciousness threshold. It's not bad. Looks like the mongoose is going to come charging up, or it's going to try to take a shot at the UAV. Can't be sure which. Alright, let's get kickstart moving again. I really need to try to get that Urbie off the field.
Affirmative, Commander.
Because the idea that it's just lurking there with an AC-20 scares me.
I got you. Orders?
Can Shorty... Yeah, Shorty can jump jet over here. Let's switch to a full acid barrage just for the time being, because that's what we have the most of. And out of 14, a 27% hit rate. I don't know if you can apply statistics like that. Any math majors in the comments, please feel free to correct me. But about 27% of 14 should be about like 3 1/3.
Confirmed. Firing.
I think that actually worked. Yeah, we hit 4. So you know what? I'm good with it.
Waiting for orders.
No, it is Thunder Eye.
Got it.
I did fire it correctly. I just don't have sensors on the minefield. Indirect cluster munitions. Yeah, it's these are mines, right?
What is it already?
Because Thunder A are normal landmines, so Thunder I should be incendiary mines, correct? Because if not, I have made a terrible mistake. I just really want to get rid of this Fire Bee now.
Guns on target.
Okay, pilot's panicked. Maybe he'll punch and maybe we'll get an armless Fire Bee. I don't think it's likely. I'm really hoping those vehicles will rotate south and deal with that battle armor problem we're having.
I'm showing minor damage.
That answers that question. It is not a, words. They're failing me. It's not an AC-20. It's an LBX, firing cluster munitions.
Orders. Roger.
Do I think this is gonna work? Probably. I mean, It is a breaching shot. We have a chance. Center torso's weak. Pilot's panicked. Let's do it. Left arm destroyed. Internal bleeding. SRM. Ooh, ammo explosion. Okay, so we killed another pilot, which means we can salvage the entire mech. I mean, I swear I'm not trying to turn them all into paste. I don't mind that that's the outcome, but that's where we're going with it. Alright, what are we doing? The fire starter... Yeah, it ran through the landmines. Okay, so we just don't have sensor lock on the landmines. And it's got chemical... Oh, we are doing the things now. And they've called in an airstrike. You know what? I'm happy with that. That is a desired outcome. Hate to sound like G.I. Robot, but it's a desired outcome. Now keep in mind, when I'm recording this, it's, you know, late December, early January. So Creature Commandos may be entirely done by the time you see this. But if you haven't seen it, please watch Creature Commandos. It's such a good show. So it looks like our friendlies are doing surprisingly well. I'm a big fan of the reinforcements that we've got going on. Ransor's initiative is just getting better and better. Kind of thinking I might want an offensive push here. Because if I offensive push, I might be able to take out the Irby just right now. I cannot headshot it, which is fine. I don't want to knock out the right arm because that LBX AC-10 is mounted there. So instead I'm going to aim for the leg. I'm going to try and leg it, panic the pilot, and get him to eject.
Let's go. Show me your war face. Short-range missiles are out.
Ready to rock.
Alright, the tide of battle is definitely turning at this point. I think we can get the Irby off the field. I really do. Structure exposed and unsettled. Yep, we hit the leg. I think. UAV's gonna do something. I don't know if it has any missiles left. Honestly, I'm cool with it though.
What do you want?
Alright. Elias Tefexis, as much as I love your voice acting, you're not really helping the situation right now. So, I'm gonna start moving you around.
My way, Commander.
To kind of try to flank. Deal with that mongoose, maybe.
I'm here.
Which, by the same logic, since I don't have a shot on the Irby, I'm gonna do the same with Shorty.
Understood. Moving fast.
See if we can get in visual range on some of these other hostiles. Why is the Shah AC pulling out? Ah, it's gonna take a shot at the striker. Honestly, if I can get the... Oh, Mongoose is running out of the Arty barrage. But I think he ran through some landmines, which is a whole different problem. I really want to know where that battle armor went. Oh, I think it's foot slogging it up the field. And none of our VTOLs can see it. Oh, they put down a minefield too. Excellent. Yeah, the Nighthawks are all the way back here. They're gonna try and make it up, but when they do, they're gonna end up running through the, running through the landmines that we had. Alright, so let's get Bugs back out here. See what we can do. Might be a little risky, but
On my way.
I think this is worth it. We can LRM Deadfire over there on the Mongoose. The 42.1% hit chance for some decent damage. I do not want the Thunder Axe.
Affirmative.
So let's see what comes next. This Firestarter is stuck in there. And looks like it fired a bunch of... Ooh! Ooh, okay, so that thing had at least an LRM-15. And it's choosing to stand there in the artillery barrage. I don't really know how I feel about that. See what Ironhead has cooking. Maybe we can sprint this up? Even sprinting up, we don't have a line of sight on the Herbie. Not the biggest fan here.
Let's move.
Yeah, no shot. Alright. End the turn, take the evasion. The evasion's gotta help us against an LBX, even if it is firing cluster munitions. I'm hoping the Venator can help us, though. Even though it's not technically my Venator, I know how effective they are. Alright, who are you shooting at? The base, apparently.
Damn. Let's do this.
What? Just happened? Oh, artillery barrage. Right. See how bad off this guy is? We can't even see his armor, we don't have sensors on him, and he's covered in smoke. Excellent.
Commander.
Soar. Can you sprint to a position where you can see the Herbie? Alright, we have a shot at the Herbie. Okay, so we will do what we can to move Shorty down here.
Roger.
He's almost in a flanking position, but not quite. And for those of you paying attention to the background, we now have an unexpected visit from one of my dogs, Millicent, who is very good. She just really needs to be in my chair with me. So this little swift wind vehicle is not doing anything for anybody. Oh, that's because it has no guns. So it would quite literally just be a spotter.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Alright, kickstart. What can you do? I saw there was a position where you had a shot. As a matter of fact, it's standing still that gives you a shot. But I don't really think that's worth it. So instead, I think we're gonna sprint you over here.
Roger, Skipper. Taking it.
Yeah, looks like the Irby's just gonna keep firing cluster munitions out of the LBX. Morale improved to confident despite the fact that his center torso is exposed. Let's
What is it already?
teach him a lesson about that. And we've managed to put the Hunchback in a terrible position, where we have to carefully maneuver just to get out of here. Not great. And the Shaw looks to be opening fire on the battle armor, which is something, I suppose. I'm noticing that the AI doesn't really seem to effectively... It doesn't really seem to effectively utilize battle armor by, like, having it cling on to mechs or anything like that. So, overall, I would say that that's a benefit, at least at this point in time. And now we have full shooty bits on this Mongoose. All guns can fire on target. Those are a lot of pulse lasers we're looking at coming back at us if we screw this up.
Firing. All weapons.
That could definitely have been worse. I imagine we'll find out what the plan is for the next turn shortly after this.
Good to go.
We'll get Ironhead in the Huron Warrior moved up to here. And I swear, if it kills me, I am going to get this urban mech off the field. I'm even getting rid of the breaching shot, because I just want to shoot it.
Mess them up.
Alright, we destroyed the AC-10, so... good enough. May as well be off the field.
Show me your war face. Standing by.
So, we will get Ransor moved over here. He's got a tiny bit of evasion and he is in cover, so I think we'll be alright there. We'll just fire the MRM-20 into him.
Give them everything you got. Target's taking a critical hit.
I'm here.
I don't know what my plan here is.
Confirmed.
We may just end up jump jetting it around until we can get a shot on somebody over here. These guys are drastically out of range. Ah, the Nighthawks have like a little stealth field. That would explain why it's hard to see them.
Waiting for orders.
Are Huron warriors going again? Alright. Not gonna complain about it.
That.
I just want to get this striker off the field before it decides to shoot again.
Ah, damn. Let's do this.
Confirmed.
I'm going to start getting kickstart down here so that we can try to bring some fire on those other enemies to our south. Who's acting on 14? Ah, the fire starter. Who has once again caught fire, and his morale is improved to confident, which
Yes.
I don't like. Continuing our apparently time-honored tradition, our hunchback
Moving.
is going to continually be stuck in the level geometry, and we will just keep moving forward on that front. Well, at least it hit him. Once I get bugs in position, this should be just a massacre. That Venator's done.
Ready for orders.
I can ram that. Why I would want to, I don't know, but I could. Go ahead and turn off the LRM-15s, as they have no chance to hit anyway.
Firing.
We're gonna hope we can do something to that mongoose as quickly as we can. The Irby's gonna try to act, even though its LBX has been blown off. And it ejected, so we got a free Irby. It's unfortunate because we actually don't have the ability to claim any of these mechs as salvage. And the mongoose is hard retreating. I don't even know what this thing is doing. It's just driving around. It's a waste of an activation. The Venator really needs to pull out or it's going to get shot down.
Let's go.
And you can see we just lost 32 resolve on our turn. We are like completely demoralized.
Here we go.
Let's go ahead and jump him into the water. Brace up.
Orders.
Ironhead and the Huron Warrior is just going to get rid of this striker. Looks like it's an overheat warning, so we're relying on the Gauss rifle.
Hell yes.
Unfortunately, we did not secure the kill. This is going to be a problem. There's the Nighthawks. They are probably going to keep moving away from our hunter,
Aye, aye.
but that's alright.
Got it.
I'm just going to solve this problem real quick. And we're just going to continue chipping away at this thing's armor. At this point, it probably won't have any armor remaining regardless of the side, but we need to figure out what it's going to shoot at. Alright, the Mongoose is going to come charging out of there. Morale improves to confident, which I dislike. And now the Striker is going to act. The Venator lives, but not by much.
I got you.
So we'll keep moving our tank down here to try to chase this. I don't know if any of our allied units are even going to do anything at this point. I think the Venator's out of ammo. That was definitely some indirect fire. Alright, let's get Bugs back in the mix.
Moving out.
I don't think he's gonna actually have a shot at this though. Yeah. So instead, we'll switch to Thunder Eye munitions. We're gonna do something kind of silly.
Roger.
We're gonna surround those guys in incendiaries. Just to see what happens.
Targeting systems janky.
That Venator needs to get out of there. I'm sorry. This is not working for you, bud. Pull out.
What is it already? Moving.
Yeah, Fester's not really doing much. We'll see what the Firestarter has.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Look at Ransor in the rocket carrier.
Location confirmed.
We've got to punch some kind of hole in this thing at some point.
Give them everything you've got. I think I hit something good.
Standing by.
See if I can get a shot at anything here.
Engaging jump jets.
Alright, so we do have shots on the Mongoose and the Firestarter. I think it's worth it.
Confirmed.
And appropriately enough, the Mongoose is what we needed to worry about. Looks like it was just SRM2s. I'm not going to
What
worry
is
too
it
much
already?
about that. So we'll keep doing the careful maneuvers thing. I mean, eventually we're going to get out of this.
Moving.
Ah, I think we actually made it. We might be able to get some forward motion going next turn. But we only have one round to hold out for the Merrick reinforcements, so if we can kill the Mongoose and the or the Firestarter by the time the round ticks over, I think we'll be doing alright.
Yeah?
This, I'm just gonna step on. I'm just going to step on it.
Let's hit him hard. Mech destroyed. Mess him up. Mess him up good. Enemy down.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left of that now.
Move into position.
Yeah, I can drive through those land... Oh, I cannot drive through the landmines. Oh my god. That was a terrible decision. Okay. Yikes. Let's just put another minefield around those guys.
I missed.
Aw, they have little mortars. So cute.
What are your orders, Skipper? I'm there.
Yeah, I don't think that we are going to secure any more kills before the end of the round. But we did actually defend the VTOL facility successfully. All of the buildings are there. So we passed the objective. I really wish we could have taken out the Nighthawks just on principle. I don't think we're going to have anything else we can do. Oh, the Venator did still have ammo. And it accomplished nothing. So what's left? That Firestarter. Which it looks like that's gonna fall back. Walk through some landmines. Try to shoot a building and fail. And we did it. We made it out.
Mission successful.
Excellent. So, I will see you all at the salvage screen. And we are back. Okay. We defended the Merrick maintenance base, we destroyed the Capellan Vanguard, we ensured all the buildings survived, we covered the returning patrol, we destroyed the 3rd Lance. Yeah, we lost a little bit of reputation with the Capellans, but I'm not too concerned about that, if I'm being honest. Drop cost, ammo cost, heat sink cost, 4-point loss in the flare-up, that actually puts them behind the Free Worlds League at this point, meaning I think we're winning. We got a 1 million C-bill payout. Definitely what we needed to stick out the next month before the financial report. Let's take a look at the salvage screen. Sorry, we gotta go through the XP first. Relatively damage-free mission. The Hunter took a glancing hit, you can see that. The light rocket carrier took a pretty beefy hit to the side armor, but we'll get it fixed up. And really the only mech that took structural damage was the Javelin, which took a pretty nasty hit to right side torso. Overall kill tracking, Ironhead got a mech and a vehicle, Ransor got a mech and a vehicle, and Bugs got a mech and a vehicle. No pilot injuries. Overall, we did pretty damn well. We really need to step up our drop tonnage, though, and start getting into some heavier missions. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure how we're going to do that at this point, short of salvaging a heavy mech. Looks like the salvage discussion is... They want 3 pieces of Fire Bee salvage and 2 pieces of Herbie salvage. They're willing to give us 5 standard engines, mine clearing ammunition, and a bunch of heat sinks. I'll go ahead. No, I can't dispute because we don't have enough. We don't have enough funding to dispute because the million C-bills haven't been added to our wallet yet. Or, I guess, our operational slush fund. I'm not really sure how to refer to that. Yeah, we don't really have a choice but to accept. House Merrick really has us over a barrel on this one. Alright. Well, let's take a look at what we can get. 4 pieces of a pack rat, 4 pieces of the Bradford IFV, 4 pieces of a striker, 2 pieces of an urban mech, 4 pieces of a Wolverine, a large chem laser, some machine guns, some lasers, primitive armor, basic cockpit, primitive fire control systems, primitive sensors, fusion engines. Thunder Mines, not to be confused with Thunder A or Thunder I. TBM-15 Kinetic Kill. Jesus. I want that. Cargo truck. It's rocket technical. So we could take that. Or we could do something silly. Let's take the Thunderbolt missile. And those TBM-15 kinetic kills. Because I want to mount that on something. And then we'll just take the remaining 7 salvage here. Actually, let's see what this thing had. What did you have? Small chemical laser, internal combustion engine, and an MRM-10. Nothing useful. Really, the only things that I can see us wanting are the Engine Core 270 for the money, that stack of 17 heat sinks so that we can rebuild some stuff, maybe some of these special manufacturer lasers. Yeah, we didn't get anything great. Alright. Get rid of these primitive fire controls, get rid of those, get rid of that cheap armor. Keep the Irby piece, we'll keep the Trooper piece. And I think we're going to get rid of the cargo truck and probably... Yeah, I think we'll get rid of the Bradford also. We'll just keep the mech salvage. Yeah, predecessor to the original Flea. Nah, we'll get rid of that too. But we will keep the Irby salvage. Overall, I would say that was a fairly solid mission. Alright, looks like we've got a little tiny bit of damage. Thought all of our mechs came out of that with full armor, but hey, whatever. Yeah, 18,000 C-bills, not a big deal. We're at over 1 million. Pilots are fatigued. Where's the next part of the raid contract? going to be in 3 days. Unfortunately, our Javelin is the one that's the most damaged. So we're going to have to manage some tasks, move the Huron Warrior up, and we're going to have to deploy without the Javelin. So we'll be deploying the Hunchback, the Huron Warrior, probably the Eagle. Well, that goes without saying. Let's go ahead and take a look at the store. We'll see if we've got anything useful. Inner Sphere Standard Battle Armor. Looks like it's laser mounted. Yep, Battle Armor small lasers. One-shot long-range missile launchers. One-shot short-range missile launchers. Handheld flamers. Handheld MML. Laser rifle. LRM-5, LRM-10, LRM-20, machine gun, an Air Academy VTOL appointment, which could be useful, I suppose, at some point. Let's see, ammo, high explosive bombs, ammo, inferno bombs, LRM follow the leader ammo. Not a lot of good stuff in this system, if we're being honest. Check out the hiring hall, see if they have any mech warriors available. Dida. 3 across the board, pilots, mechs, and vehicles. Nothing great.
Waiting for orders.
Glare, mechs, vehicles, and battle armor, 2232. Not great.
Standing by.
Midnight, mechs and vehicle. We don't have anybody that's going to be able to pilot VTOLs or anything else.
I'm receiving you.
See, ex-military, mech warrior, merchant, honest. She could be useful backup, honestly. I mean, she's already 3333. She's mech and vehicle capable, so we could send her to a VTOL academy. I mean, we're already kind of at our limit for how many pilots we can have, though. Like, we don't really have any need to rotate pilots at this point in time. Although I suppose if we keep taking on battle contracts, we may actually need to do that. So I could definitely see... I can see Wildfire being extremely useful. See, noble, ex-military, merchant, mech warrior. The main difference is gonna be honest versus noble. But noble has such a high pilot upkeep cost, I don't know if I'd be able to keep up with him monthly.
Yes, Commander.
I actually think Wildfire is the better choice. So, welcome to the team.
Warriors available.
We'll throw you in a tank or something. Everybody's fatigued, so we can't really do too many upgrades.
Orders?
Waiting for orders. Standing by.
Ah, she's got some banked XP. Excellent. Well, she can pilot vehicles, so I think we're going to focus on piloting and gunnery for the time being.
Mech warrior training complete.
We don't really have a lot else we can do right. Let's... This might be a terrible idea, but to close the episode out, I think we need a terrible idea. Our Hunchback has a missile hardpoint available. And we just picked up a Thunderbolt 15. Can we do it? It would have to go in the right arm. How many slots do you take? 3. We can't do it. Can we? This mech does not have the valid amount of heat sinks. Okay, so we can't do anything. Unless this may actually be a terrible idea. But I'm kind of here for it. What's the tonnage on this? 9 tons. So we can free up 2.5 tons by pulling the medium lasers. And we would free up 3 slots. If we remove all the lasers from this, strip the armor, do we have a normal bin of AC-20 ammo? We do. Oh my god, this is actually viable. Okay. Strip armor. So now we're down to 37 out of 50 tons. We remove all of these lasers, which we're not really too worried about anyway because we're going to be focused on mounting this Thunderbolt 15. We remove the AC-20 ammo. We replace it with a standard ton of AC-20 ammo, which gives us a free slot. Then we mount kinetic kill Thunderbolts. And then we max the armor. No, it's a terrible idea. There's no way I'm sending the Thunderbolt or the Hunchback into battle with that little armor. Terrible idea. Damn. And a torso set. Yeah, not much left for us to do then, except wait for this raid contract to pick back up, so I think that is where we're going to call it. So once again, it has been a pleasure playing RogueTech for you all, and taking on that mission. In the next episode, we're hopefully going to figure out a way to increase the difficulty of the missions we're taking on, get some better mechs, get some better salvage, and hopefully we can really start stepping up the challenge here. Because I don't really want to spend too much time doing Babytown frolics, you know? But we will advance the timeline next episode. Please remember, new episodes come out every Tuesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Daylight Time, Eastern Time. And if you did like what you saw today, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comments, and I will get back to you. Thank you once again, and remember, Mr. Rogers would love you just the way you are, and so do I. Be good to each other out there.